Hello everybody and welcome to the Down Under Gamer channel. It is the Down Under Gamer here, and we're here with another Let's Play series. This one is going to be for Victoria 2 by Paradox Interactive, with the House Divided expansion pack. Obviously, if I get a lot of support for this this Let's Play, guys, then I will look at getting the other expansion pack. What is it? Heart of Darkness, I believe it is, and then perhaps even explore several of the mods out there. I know they've got a version of Kaiserreich and all that sort of good stuff for Victoria 2. But who am I going to play as? Well, obviously you see a lot of Let's Plays as, Prussia and the UK, France, Austria, Hungary, the Italians, all that sort of good stuff. What I haven't seen any Let's Plays for is yours truly, Australia. So already released as a puppet. So basically, I just loaded up the House Divided, the 1861 campaign, as the UK released Australia as a puppet. I haven't released any other puppets. Obviously we're a British satellite. 62% of the population are farmers, labourers, soldiers, other artisans, craftsmen, clerks. All that sort of good stuff. Now, I did try it in the 1836. However, Australia is literally just like a little backwater colony at that stage, like virtually nil population. It would be a very, very, very difficult campaign. So obviously, I started in the 1861 scenario. So that said, guys, if you enjoy what we're doing here on the channel, smash that subscribe button. Drop a like on this video. If you want to see some more Victoria 2 or just Paradox Interactive in general. And feel free to leave your thoughts and tips and tactics and strategies and whatnot down in the comments section below. Now, I will tell you guys, by the way, I've literally only just installed the House Divided expansion, so I'm not 100% familiar with all the new mechanics and whatnot that obviously Paradox put into the game. So it will take me a little bit of time, but that said, I have played Victoria 2 and the original Victoria quite extensively, and obviously a huge fan of the Victoria series. So obviously, here we go. Yours truly, Australia. So obviously, in 1861, Sydney is still the capital. Canberra at this stage wasn't built yet. I believe Canberra was originally planned out and built in 1901. So for those of you that were unaware, obviously the Australian capital today is obviously Canberra in the ACT, or the Australian Capital Territory. Now, I've personally used to live, in Brisbane, or Brisvegas, as I like to call it. I also spent quite a bit of time here in Townsville, which is a large garrison city up here in the far north, and now I currently sort of reside. It's unfortunately it's not on the map, but I reside somewhere around here in a lovely little tourist town called Cairns. So if you're you're ever in Cairns, give a shout out and maybe we can we'll catch up for a beer or something if you guys are passing through. But apart from that, let's have a look at research. Like most Paradox games, obviously when you release a puppet, they will start with your tech levels. So army, muzzle-loaded rifles. So that's certainly a little bit behind there for the British military plans. Again, a little bit behind. So Navy, yeah, not too bad. Commerce. Culture looks a little bit behind. So we might start with that one, try and get a little bit of prestige up, because I'm not entirely sure with Vicky too, but I know that with the original Victoria, obviously prestige determined whether you would sort of, how do we say, you know, how quickly you unlocked certain techs, you know, how quickly you, you know, whether you got priority on, what do you call it, you know, the world market, all that sort of good stuff. So what we'll probably do, obviously, is we will start out, you know, colonising the rest of Australia. So historically, Western Australia and whatnot, this was all sort of like cattle stations in around here, and mining and all that sort of stuff. The Gibson's Desert and the Sandy Desert, and we grow wheat. That's interesting. Do we have an option? Yeah, there we go. Colonial map mode. We're already making plenty of wheat. We don't have a lot of beef though, so let's go for that one first. Sure. So the next thing we need to do is, what do we have? We have some reforms. Alright, so that'll give us 5% immigration. That just gives us whatever. That'll give us 4% immigration and 3% immigration. So let's take the 5% with secret ballots. Let's have a look at the economy. Obviously, if you are, you know, if you're a democratic style country, if you put the rich tax, funny how this game works, pretty much close to reality. If you put your rich tax down to 0, then generally, like all your capitalists and whatnot, will build, you know, factories and railroads and all that sort of good stuff for you. So we'll leave those as is for now. We'll see where the rest of the economy sits. We will pump the tariffs up, and once the economy stabilises, we will have a look. So the Liberal Party is in power. So interestingly enough, if you know anything about Australian politics, we're very, very similar to most sort of Western democracies. We pretty much have like a two-party system. So obviously we have the Liberals and Labor are the two big parties here in Australia. But that said, let's get started, guys. So economy is doing well. Let's have a look. Can we expand our infrastructure? Yes, we can. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So the terrain actually has an effect on the infrastructure now. That's pretty cool. What do we got? Forests. So we've already got a level 1 railroad there. Factory issues. This one's closed. Why has this one closed? We don't like that. Let's give them some subsidies. Closed again. Why can we not? We're not allowed to expand this factory because... Oh, we don't have enough money. Okay. We'll expand that one, get the workers back into the workforce. Obviously our economy's all over the place, as you can see. What is this? Oh, that's cool. They've added a couple quick buttons in there so that you can just instantly open all the factories and give them subsidies. So that's pretty cool. Gold rush in Kalgoorlie. There was a huge gold rush in Australia back in the day, so that is definitely believable. Let's expand our factory in Victoria. So our population, what do we got? Another gold rush in Broome. Broome is traditionally known for, you know, back in the day anyway, I mean it's a bit of a touristy thing now, but it was originally known for pearls. Birkenwools. They were a pair of famous explorers which set out through the centre of Australia, I think it was, and unfortunately didn't quite make it. So what I might do is I might pop this up to speed 4, so we can get through a bit more. We've got a tech prestige gain at 5%. Commerce. Let's get the factories up to modern standard. So the interesting thing about this game, guys, is obviously, for example, if we come over here and you have a look at Prussia there, and then you come down and you have a look at Australia, the scale of the sizing is absolutely way out. Which is possibly maybe why a lot of people are very shocked and very surprised when they actually do come to Australia. My girlfriend, she's from Taiwan, and to drive around the entire country, so to put it in perspective, Tasmania, our southernmost kind of part of our country, Taiwan, landmass-wise, is literally the half the size of Tasmania and has the entire population of Australia living inside of it. So to drive around the entire country of Taiwan probably takes about 15 hours if you don't stop. Now my girlfriend recently just did a road trip where she sort of left where we are here in Cairns, and she went to the Northern Territory border. To drive from here to here took them 16 hours. So our economy is starting to gain a little bit of steam now, which is good. Factories just opened, which was great. Probably expand this one again. Our colony coming along still quite nicely. What is this? Party loyalty, free trade party. Socialist, the Australian Labor Party. Okay. Cool. Major discovery. So what is the plan for this campaign? Well, because Australia is like awesome, so my plan is to take Australia to the world. So basically, what the ultimate goal is to pretty much try and turn Australia into a major world power. Rather than just a regional power. Let's get some muzzle-loaded rifles. Actually, what projects have we got going? Cheeky buggers. They, 8-hour workday already. Come on, calm down. Bloody hell. Oh, and our colony's done. So there is our awesome Australian army. As you can see, it's not much. More gold. Gibson Desert. Love it. So what do we got? We got a lot of immigrants coming from the Russian Empire. That's interesting. Ooh, elections. Just like everybody else, we get super excited at election time here in Australia. No, we don't. Why not? What do we want? Let's go state capitalism. Why not? And these arseholes, they took all my money that I was investing. Arseholes. awesome. So generally when it comes to elections, I don't know if Australia's anything like the rest of the country. You have your respective parties and your politicians get up there and they make all these promises, and then they just basically out-promise each other. And most people sort of go, oh wow, that sounds awesome, and they don't really put too much thought into it. And they go, ah, yeah, let's vote for these guys. And what your patrons are we going to fight for? And so they get voted in, and then they just don't keep any of their promises. That's generally how politics work, at least in Australia. You know, hey, if that's how politics work in your country, then there we go. It's great to know we've all got something in common. Oh, are we building a steel factory? No, that's just the steel factory that I was building. Bastards. Let them have full citizenship. This is Australia. Free Trade Party, the Protectionist Party. Oh. I don't care, I still can't build factories. So let's pop that speed back up. Norfolk Islands, Australia. Well, let's build some railroads there. Really, I can go to war against that would certainly be interesting, even though it is not a war that I will win. My whole 6,000 man army against the British Empire would be funny, but that's not the purpose of the campaign. So where are we? And there is Perth. Alright, so let's build a naval base. Where are we? Townsville. Build a naval base there too. Okay. Oh, there is no Darwin. So Darwin's actually up here, guys. On Palmerston. Cool. Why not? We could do that, hey? We could come up here, we could take them out, get all the rare resources in there. That could work. That could definitely work. Maybe even invade Vietnam. Interesting. Very interesting. Cut the French and the British out. I like it. More gold. Oh, I love it. Alright, so let's have a look at our economy. See if we can drop the tariffs down a little bit. So are we finally building factories anywhere else? No, we're bloody hopeless. Absolutely hopeless. So we'll just bump it up to speed 5 for a bit, guys, get through a little bit more. You know, try and get this last colony finished, and maybe if there's anything else that needs to be colonised, we'll start colonising that. Gain repay debt casus value on Denmark. Okay. More beef, cool. Doesn't really matter. So that's actually really, really interesting. You can use a national focus now to obviously no idea what I just did then. But anyway, it is what it is. So look guys, I'm going to end it up here, end the session here. If you want to see more Victoria 2 guys, obviously, like I said, smash that subscribe button, drop a like on this video, and leave your tips, tricks, thoughts, comments, evil genius plans, all that sort of good stuff down in the comment section. I look forward to hearing from you all. Apart from that, this is the Down Under Gamer signing off. Hope you guys all have a great weekend. Look forward to seeing you next time for our Australia Let's Play for Vicky 2. Apart from that guys, be safe, don't do anything too crazy. Thanks for watching. Cheers.